For many, the seventh-day Sabbath is seen as an unbreakable eternal command, the ultimate mark of a true believer. But what if the Bible actually teaches that the Sabbath was a temporary sign that fulfilled its purpose the moment Jesus Christ rose from the grave? While Seventh-day Adventists argue that Saturday remains a binding requirement, the New Testament provides a clear documented transition away from the rituals of the law and into the reality of grace. Today, we aren't just looking at opinions, we are looking at the specific, biblical proof that the Sabbath was a tutor meant to lead us to Christ, and why clinging to that tutor can actually hinder your understanding of the gospel. Let's dive into the Bible to settle the debate. The foundational error in the Adventist position is the belief that the Sabbath is an eternal moral law rather than a covenant sign. In Exodus chapter 31 verse 16 to 17, God explicitly states that the Sabbath was a sign between me and the children of Israel throughout their generations. It was a specific contract for a specific people. This is why, in the New Testament, we see a radical shift. Look at Colossians chapter 2 verse 16 to 17. So let no one judge you in food or in drink, or regarding a festival or a new moon or Sabbaths, which are a shadow of things to come, but the substance is of Christ. Paul doesn't just suggest the Sabbath is optional, he classifies it as a shadow. Once the substance, Jesus, arrived, the shadow no longer held authority. Furthermore, many argue that the Ten Commandments are eternal, but the Bible teaches that the entire ministry of death, written and engraved on stones, was to be done away with. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 7 to 11 explains that if the law carved in stone, which includes the Sabbath, had glory, the ministry of the Spirit has even more glory, stating clearly that the old system was passing away and has been abolished. If the law was meant to be permanent, why does Galatians chapter 3 verse 24 to 25 say, "Therefore the law was our tutor to bring us to Christ, but after faith has come, we are no longer under a tutor." The Sabbath was part of that tutor. To insist on keeping it is to act as if the tutor is still in charge, even though the master has arrived. Finally, Hebrews chapter 7 verse 12 provides the closing argument. For the priesthood being changed, of necessity there is also a change of the law. Since Jesus is our new high priest, the old Mosaic laws regarding specific days of worship have been superseded by a new and better covenant. The evidence is consistent. The Sabbath was a prophetic picture of the rest we would one day find in a person, not a day. By focusing on the seventh day, you risk missing the rest that Jesus offers every moment of the week. He says in Matthew chapter 11 verse 28, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." True biblical obedience isn't found in keeping a Saturday ritual. It is found in trusting that Jesus fulfilled the law perfectly so that we don't have to. If you are still trying to please God through a calendar, I invite you to read 2 Corinthians 3 and Galatians 3 again today. Ask yourself, am I living under the shadow, or am I walking in the light? Thank you for watching. If this scriptural breakdown helped clear up your confusion, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear from you.